Greetings, everyone. Well, today got a big Blu-ray update for you. Pretty much all of these that you're about to see, I actually bought before October, even. Yeah, it was actually some pre-Halloween purchases. This is before my hours got cut back, and you know, I thought I had a lot more money coming in down the line than I actually turned out to. So yeah, such is the way it goes. That said, though, I did actually get all of these on sale and didn't really pay that much for them anyway. But you know, yeah, that's why there's probably not going to be a ton of Blu-ray updates over the next little while, because funds are just too damn tight. I do, however, have a few things that I picked up on sale recently. Most of them either pre-October or early October. A few things on Black Friday. And yeah, just a few random things here and there. So I'm going to try to spread the updates out a little bit, and we'll get through them all over the course of several videos, just so I can kind of stretch them out a bit. Alrighty, so first up, I got a whole bunch of new superhero stuff. Yeah, gotta love some additions to the superhero collection. There was a few that I saw on sale, some that I wanted to reacquire for the collection because they're ones that I had sold a few months back, and others that I wanted for the collection that I hadn't had before. So yeah, let's see what I got today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So a lot of additions to the Marvel and DC collections. Actually, a couple of reacquisitions. Actually, a few reacquisitions. Let's take a look. But one of them is actually a reacquisition that's also an upgrade. So I'll give you a look at that in a second here. So first up, just to get the one that everybody's all divided on out of the way first, I got the Green Lantern Extended Cut back into the collection. Yeah, as I think I discussed at the time when I picked it up the first time, I actually liked it. I liked the movie. I don't know why so many people are so down on it. You know, there is room for improvement, certainly, but I didn't think it was as bad as everybody was saying. I liked it, and I happily invite it back into my collection. Now, I could have sworn I had the slipcover for it originally, but apparently I didn't. Yeah, all the ones that I sold, I actually kept the slipcovers if I had slipcovers for them, so that all I would need to do is find the Blu-ray edition again, and then I could match it up with the slipcover again. That's kind of worked in some cases, not in others, because as I've been reacquiring stuff, sometimes I've found better editions that have different slipcovers, or I haven't been able to find it without the slipcover, so I end up with spares. So, yeah. What can I say? Anyway, speaking of ones that were reacquisitions that were also improvements, I also picked up this Green Lantern Emerald Knights. Now, as you may recall, I had the original release of that. I don't have it anymore, but I do have the slipcover for it. This was the slipcover for the original edition, which is quite a beautiful shiny slipcover. I noticed most of the DC animated movies have really nice shiny slipcovers. This, however, this is the same edition basically, but it's a Future Shop exclusive version. So it has a completely different slipcover with different artwork on it. So this is the original, this is the Future Shop exclusive version. Now this was artwork done by the production design team of the movie. So it's this beautiful painted cover done in the style of the movie, and then even the interior art of the disc itself is the alternate artwork. So it's a complete alternate packaging edition, which is pretty cool. But it doesn't stop there. It's also a nifty edition to have, because it actually has a third disc. This is not in the regular edition. The regular edition is 2 discs, but this one has the so it has the Blu-ray, the DVD with digital copy, and a third disc, which has has a couple of additional Bruce Timm cartoons on it. So it has, I think, a couple of Justice League episodes or something like that. So I don't know. I mean, it's a nice exclusive edition. It's definitely hard to find nowadays. I actually found this in the bargain bins at Future Shop. Normally went for about $30. It was marked down to $16.95. I think I got it for like $15. So that was pretty cool. That was definitely a nice find. Green Lantern Extended Cut, the movie, again, usually goes for around $20-25. I got it on sale for $10. I think after my discount it brought it down to like $7, so really didn't pay that much for it. Yeah, so then we got some Marvel animated movies. First up was a reacquisition, namely Doctor Strange. It was in my collection so briefly before I ended up selling it earlier this year that I hadn't got around to watching it yet. I have since watched most of it. I actually still need to watch the end of it, but I didn't know that this movie is actually the origin story of Doctor Strange. It actually tells you how he became the Sorcerer Supreme and everything, which is kind of interesting. And you hear all about the Dread Dormammu and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. Definitely a nice treat for Doctor Strange fans, and animation's pretty good too. And then the one that everybody kept saying I was forgetting when I was talking about which of the Marvel animated movies I still needed to get. Well, I got it. The Invincible Iron Man. So, there we go. No slipcovers on these, but very nice, shiny artwork on them. Yeah, I don't know that these actually came with slipcovers originally. I don't think they did that until the later editions. But anyway, maybe they did. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I've never seen them with slipcovers. Not the Blu-rays anyway. The DVDs, yes, but not the Blu-rays. Yeah, so anyway, Invincible Iron Man. Haven't watched it yet, but I plan to. Looking forward to it. And then, since I enjoyed the Ultimate Avengers double feature so much, I wanted to pick up the other Avengers. Now, this has since been re-released in a 3-pack with the Ultimate Avengers, where you can get all the Avengers movies together. But that's, I'd much rather have the original releases, just because that's, you know, I prefer to sort of keep things separate rather than all squashed together into a 3-pack. So we have Next Avengers, Heroes of Tomorrow. Now, this is basically about the offspring of the various Avengers, and you get to see the original Avengers as old men and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I've heard that this isn't one of the stronger entries in the Marvel animated movies collection, but obviously I want all of them. I mean, there's basically only 7. There's 8 movies, but spread across 7 Blu-rays. So yeah, so I still need to reacquire a couple, and then I think I just need one more after that. Something like that. What do I need? I basically need Thor. I think that's it. Or Thor and one other one. Oh, and Hulk versus. That's the other one. Yeah, I've still got Ultimate Avengers over there somewhere. But basically, yeah. So I need to reacquire Hulk versus. I kept the slipcover for it, and get Thor: Tales of Asgard, and then that will be the complete collection. Then I can focus on the rest of the DC ones, because the DC ones are... The Marvel ones are basically done for now. They had a contract with Lionsgate to do 8. They did the 8, and no word on if they're going to do more. They seem to be... Currently, they're doing, of course, the anime shows. I'd definitely like to pick those up. I've seen bits and pieces of them, and I thought they looked pretty good. I saw a bit of the X-Men one, actually, and I thought it was really well done. So I'd like to check out some more of that stuff. There's an Iron Man one. There's a Blade one. There's what else is there? There's the X-Men, of course. There's the Wolverine one, which I know a lot of people were kind of weren't thrilled with because of the character design of Wolverine. But I don't know how the story is. I know I wasn't really thrilled with the character design either. He looked too effeminate. But whereas in the X-Men cartoon that they did, he looks, you know, properly animalistic and Logan-like. So yeah, I'd definitely like to check those out at some point. But for now, these are some nice additions to the collection that I'm definitely going to enjoy. And then a couple of neither Marvel nor DC, but kind of superhero related, at least one of them is. We have Chronicle. Yeah, another one for the found footage collection. This, I gotta say, first off, I watched this the other night. I had never seen it before. Picked it up on sale on Black Friday for about $10. And wow, what an awesome movie. This really blew me away. I thought it was just fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Basically, it's about three high school kids who stumble onto something that basically gives them superpowers, and it's sort of all the ramifications of that, how they deal with it, how it changes them, and things like that, and how some of them are good and some of them turn bad and stuff like that. But it's really, really well done, and it really feels like you're just watching. I mean, it's not just home movie clips; it's also like security camera footage and news footage and other people's home movies that just happen to catch some of the action and stuff like that. It's really cleverly put together, and I really enjoyed it a lot. Plus, you know, pretty solid acting for a found footage film, and some absolutely spectacular special effects sequences. Like when they actually start cutting loose with their powers later in the movie and battling each other in the city and stuff, it is just spectacular. I mean, it really is. Yeah, so I definitely recommend this to superhero fans and found footage fans alike. And I was going to say, it's kind of refreshing because, as you know, I'm a big fan of the found footage genre in general. And it's refreshing to me to see that genre moving into other areas other than horror. So this is not a horror movie. It's basically a superhero movie. It's like, what if some high school kids actually got superpowers, and how would that change their lives, and what would it be like, and you know, what would it be like to us just watching from the outside, you know. Yeah, really good movie. This was a real pleasant, refreshing surprise that I enjoyed very much, and I will be watching it many, many more times. Quite a lot of extras on here, I believe. Yeah, this has the theatrical version and the extended director's cut, which is the version that I watched. Actually, it doesn't have a lot of extras. It's got that and a deleted scene, and some previs and a camera test, and that's it. Wow, pretty sparse on extras. I could have sworn there was more than that. I guess not. Just to go over the other ones, I guess, real quickly. Next Avengers, we have Legacy, the making of Next Avengers Heroes of Tomorrow. Kid Power, Next Gen Marvel. First look at Hulk vs. Wolverine. First look at Hulk vs. Thor. I guess that was the next one in line. Invincible Iron Man. We have an alternate opening sequence. The Origin of Iron Man featurette. The Hall of Iron Man armor. That's pretty cool. Iron Man concept art. First look at Hulk versus Wolverine. First look at Hulk versus Thor. A look at Doctor Strange. Wow, they were working on Hulk versus Wolverine and Hulk versus Thor for a while, eh? I seem to recall this. I think this one came out first. I seem to recall this being the first of the Marvel animated movies. And then it was Doctor Strange, and then I think it was Ultimate Avengers 1 and 2, and then Next Avengers. I don't remember. Anyway, I can't remember the exact order. Who cares? Whatever. Get them all. It doesn't matter what order you watch them in, except for the Ultimate Avengers ones, because they kind of go together. Yeah, so look at Doctor Strange and Trailer Gallery, and that's basically it. On Doctor Strange, we have the best of Marvel video game cinematics. I think I went over these extras before, but I'll just quickly go over them again. Who is Doctor Strange featurette? A first look at Avengers Reborn. Oh, okay, this one came way though, because this is Avengers Reborn. They changed the title by the time it was done. But yeah, Doctor Strange concept art and Trailer Gallery. Pretty cool. Green Lantern Emerald Knights. We've got a lot of stuff. We got Why Green Lantern Matters, the talent of Jeff Johns. The noted comic book author discusses the lore and longevity of the character. Filmmaker commentary with DC Comics Chief Creative Officer Jeff Johns and co-publisher Dan Didio. Green Lantern Virtual Comic, From Comic Book to Screen, Abin Sur. Beautiful but Deadly, From Comic Book to Screen, Lyra Omoto. And special features, plus Only the Bravest, Tales of the Green Lantern Corps, in-depth profile of the interconnected men, women, and creatures of the Corps, sneak peek at Batman Year One, preview DC Universe's next animated original movie, explore the recent DC Universe animated original movie All-Star Superman, which I still have to check out, by the way. I'm determined to read the comics first and then watch the movie. I'm going to have like an All-Star Superman weekend or something, and then I'll do a video about it for you. And finally, Bruce Timm presents 2 bonus cartoons. But yeah, I remember, actually I can look at the extras on the other slipcover. So, yeah, looking at this, appears to be the same. All the same extras. Well, okay, I know there's different extras on this because there's a third disc of nothing but extras. Let me take a quick peek here. What is on here? Special features. I don't know. So there's all these Blu-ray extras. You know what? I'm going to quickly pop this disc in my player and look at what's on it, and then I'll tell you. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm confused. I popped in... Alright. So this is exactly the same as the Blu-ray that's available in the other edition. I popped this disc in, and we have the DVD version plus the digital copy. And I popped this disc in, and we have the DVD version, no digital copy, but a bunch of extras. You got the sneak peek at Batman Year One, a sneak peek at All-Star Superman, and you got an episode of Static Shock, and an episode of Superman, the animated series called In Brightest Day, which, from the sound of it, is a very Green Lantern-centric episode. Yeah, so that's what we got. I honestly, just going by the slipcover of the original edition, that doesn't seem to be any different. But I swear there's a difference. What it is, I don't know. And I don't have the... It had a sticker on it that said what it was, but I threw it out because it was part of the saran wrap. So, anyway, whatever. And then we got Chronicle as well. And I think that about wraps it up for this this update. Yeah, next time, more stuff. Not sure which ones I'm going to show you next. It'll be a surprise to me as well as you. Except I know what all the things are, and you don't. Haha. Alrighty, so some more goodies for the superhero collection. Always fun. That's it from me to you for now, folks. Until next time, thanks for watching, and sayonara. Okay, I think we finally figured it out here. I just spent hours upon hours doing exhaustive, in-depth research. Yeah, I put the disc in and checked again, and I looked on Amazon to see what the special features were because I was too lazy to put in the Blu-ray. Here's what the difference is. The main 2-disc set that you can find everywhere has 2 bonus Bruce Timm cartoons on it, and that's what I was getting confused about. It was like, well, I thought that was the big bonus on the bonus disc. It is, because the bonus disc has another 2 Bruce Timm selected cartoons. So with the special edition here, you get 4 bonus cartoons, whereas on the regular edition, you get 2. In fact, you don't even get 2 full ones, apparently. On the regular edition and in this edition, you get it's not 2 episodes of Justice League like I thought. It's actually 2 episodes of Batman Brave and the Bold, except one of them is only an excerpt. It's not even a full episode, apparently. Namely, a selection from Part 1 of The Siege of Starro. There you go. And then the second one is called Revenge of the Reach, and that one is a full episode. Now, the 2 exclusive episodes that you get on this set, you get Fallen Hero, which is an episode of Static Shock, and then you get In Brightest Day from Superman the Animated Series. So that's the big bonuses, basically. So yeah, the third disc is the DVD without the digital copy, but with the special features. The second disc is the DVD and digital copy, like you get in the normal 2-disc edition, and the first disc is of course the Blu-ray. I don't know why I told you that in reverse order. Anyway, hope that clears up any confusion. And yeah, in looking at the artwork again, I guess it's not really in the style of the movie. It's actually still the style of the cartoon, just by the producers of the movie. So there you go. Anyway, that is definitely it from me to you for now. See you next time. Till then, sayonara again, and thanks for watching.